Anyway, Susie McGrizzy sat down behind them. Sister and Lizzie went right on talking together. Sister played with her new locket as she talked, twirling it around and around in the air. Just like that, see? And she was twirling it. When the bus came to her stop, Sister gathered up her things to get off. But she felt a soft tug at her arm. It was Susie McGrizzy. Uh-oh. She was holding something out to Sister. What is it? What do you guys think?
I think it's her locket.
Here, she said shyly, you dropped this. It was Sister's new locket. Geez, said Sister, thanks. It was all she could think to say. Sister climbed off the bus and watched it as it pulled away. She would see Susie looking back at her from the window. Sister hung her locket back around her neck. What if Susie hadn't noticed her drop it? It might not have been good. Or it might have been gone for good. Mama was waiting for Sister as she climbed in the front steps. How was school today, dear? Asked Mama. Oh, okay, I guess. That evening at dinner, Sister was unusually thoughtful. She picked at her lima beans and stared off into space. A penny for your thoughts, said Mama, as she fed Honey Bear. She remembered them all too well. Do you remember how Queenie started like nobody liked you? All the golden rule is saying, Papa continued, is that you shouldn't turn around and do the same sort of thing to somebody else. He paused to scrape some mashed potatoes off Honey's chin. You should always treat other people the way you would like to be treated yourself. I'll show you the picture. Right?
Again, Dad!
So when a new kid comes to the school you're new at, you want to be new or friends to them because you would. How good is it to feel that when you come to a new school, there's somebody there that wants to be your friend? That's the golden rule. Or did it? Anyway, but I would never do anything like that, said Sister. Besides, I don't have an in crowd. Oh no, said Brother. Oh no, said Brother, who had been taking all this in. Anybody joined in?
No.
Right? Are they remembering to ask other people?
No.
Of course not, dear, soothed Mother. I'm sure you and your friends would never dream of keeping other cubs out of your group. Sister Bear grew very quiet. Now that she thought it over, she wasn't quite sure. Not so sure at all, right? Because they didn't invite whatever her name was, the Grizzy girl.
Susie McGrizzy.
So, do you guys do that?
No.
Do you just get playing with your friends and forget to think about the others who aren't playing?
No. Yeah.
Because remember, if you were the only one on the playground before, how it felt. And how important it is that somebody came over and said, hey, come play with us. And how that would make you feel if you were alone. The next day at recess, as soon as Sister came outside, she looked around the playground for Susie McGrizzy. She soon spotted her sitting off by herself under the big oak tree at the edge of the schoolyard, reading a book. Sister marched right up to her. Hello, Susie, she said brightly. Susie looked up in surprise. Hello, she said shyly. I'm Sister Bear, and my friends and I are going to play some hopscotch, Sister told her. Would you like to join us? Susie's face lit up. Oh, I'd love to, she said with a big racy grin. I love hopscotch.
Can't see your face.
Wouldn't you guys feel the same way if you were all alone at recess, nobody wanted to play, and then all of a sudden somebody came up and did?
No, I
Doesn't have to
can't.
be just at
I've
recess
almost
either.
never had that happen.
Anywhere. Terrific, said Sister. Do you want to see my locket? Sure, said Susie. Okay, said Sister. Come on, I'll show it to you over there. Sister took off, and Susie chased her, laughing across the playground to the hopscotch square where Lizzie, Millie, Hannah, and Linda were waiting.
Okay.
How do you guys think they both felt?
Nice.
Sister
Good.
felt.
Awesome. Terrific. Magnificent.
Sister's locket gleamed in the sun as she ran. She felt very good in her heart, right?
Pay attention to what he said.
Important to help those people that feel lonely and out of place. I still feel lonely and out of place sometimes. Even when I came here, I thought, am I going to ever find a friend? And then people started talking, and I found some friends. So that's good. And it's only been 3 or 4 days, but I've already got 3 friends that I feel really good about. So, isn't it nice to have people that help you out when you feel alone? Now, the golden rule doesn't just apply to being friends with somebody. But any one of your actions, you should think, well, is that how I want somebody to treat me? You know, do I want Abby to treat me that way?
Belle,
Or do I want
sit down.
Isabel to treat me that way, or mommy, or daddy? And if it's no, then you shouldn't act that way. You should be as nice as you want people to be nice to you. Okay, I'm going to try to read one more book. Amelia Bedelia.
Amelia Bedelia.
What do you think? Let's try that.
Amelia Bedelia.
I'm going to try to read this one quick, because I don't know how much more time we have. Oh, Amelia Bedelia, your first day of work. I can't be here, but I made a list for you. You just want the lists. You do just what the list says, said Mrs. Rogers. Mrs. Rogers got into the car with Mr. Rogers. Stop reading for me. I already haven't heard that. My, what nice folks. I'm going to like working here, said Amelia Bedelia.